Alright, hello guys and welcome back to the new video. This is another Lyons Den League video. We're playing week 2 of the season 2, the final week of the season. The stand-ins are hidden because the season is ending. And yeah, we have 4 maps to play. I just play my moving maps, which I will show you after I play no moving on camera. So let's just jump right into it. For some reason it's called Cactus. I really hope it's because it's a cactus sim map and not because the pinpoint is impossible. Uh-oh, it doesn't seem like it's loading very well. We have Reunion Island, we have a turn, Kingston, we have a big city to our east and coast north. That doesn't really help. I really hope my map loads. Any historical PYs here? None that I can see that would help. I mean, we have a big turn in the road. And that's a big road, that's a big highway. Less for cannons. I think less for cannons will be PY. Can this be St. Paul? Like, we're not right on the coast though. There are some buildings below us. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, so with that, let's look at Laporte. No. I don't think there's coverage. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not the worst switch ever. Oh yeah, I shouldn't think of that. I looked at this crappy crap when I looked at Reunion for my Battle League. Camera, don't glitch. Camera, hold on. Okay, yeah, this is why it's called Cactus. Hello? Yeah. Haha. The return now. I don't know why. Welcome to Province Land. Providence Island. If I tell you I have. Oh my god, where's Providence Island? Oh no 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 no. This is gonna be really really big skill issue. Bruh, this is like 8th grade geography. How do I not remember where Providence Island is? I really hope my geography teacher doesn't watch this ever. I don't even remember like where to look for it. This is really bad. Wait, isn't Providence... Wait. One of... No, that's Providencia. What? Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, Yeah, there. It's not an island. Well, it is an island. I heard about it before. I don't know how I... Moving on. We're gonna move on from this. This never happened. Okay. At least now I can look at copyright. And car... We're in Norway. Right. I don't know. I looked at that and that's look not Norwegian. But I think we're in... Why is everything looks French? Are we in France? Why are the snowballs Norwegian though? Just funsies? The guardrail looks Norwegian. I'm confused. Like that's Norwegian snowball, no? But that looks French. That looks French. Did French people build a ski resort in Norway? I don't know where to go. Like this is like a ski resort or something, but buildings don't really help. Um, the signs also look kind of French. This is gonna be Norway, and I'm gonna be really upset. No, it's just middle of France. I didn't know the mountains that are high enough to build ski resorts, but that's okay. Oh Jesus. Well, I'm useless when I can't look at copyright and car meta, so rip. I don't know if that's Portugal or Spain or... That flag is white, so what if it's Cyprus? Nah. This is like connected to the mainland by the bridge. I can't tell the signs or the bollards. I am extremely confused. Can this be like NL or... This is a weird architecture for NL, right? So... Where would that be? It's so weird though. It's like artificial island. Yeah, I can't think of anything, so it's unfortunate. It was Netherlands. What is this architecture? I mean, that makes sense, but yeah. And to finish the round, we have something American. Dick Law Firm. Okay, his name is Eric Dick. I read it as Epic Dick. Was a bit weird. Have Dennis and Marta Medina. Oh God, was Interstates 45. 35, 49. I need to learn where interstates are in US. Okay, region guess. If okay. I don't think I will be finding that. 40, 35, 45. But I'm sure it's gonna continue past where I am now. We have front plates, right? So yeah, we can be in Texas, I guess. I don't see a place name immediately besides. Oh, well, it says it right there, but I don't think I can read it. Just Houston. Okay, sure. Yeah, that wasn't great. Especially the round we will not talk about. So and not so great leaks. Okay. Not so great leaks. Okay, we have a lake. Mapmaker didn't lie to us. In the US. Is that no, that's not a lake. The blur is really annoying. Well, those are not California poles, but does that mean this is not California? Because I've been burned by that before. I'm guessing not California because we didn't have California poles. The lake is west. Well, there's a lot of lakes in California. And I don't think this one is gonna be findable. So, well, people will find it, I'm sure. How is that Canada? Hello? Why is camera buffering so much? Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know how to go Canada here, maybe. Hello? Yeah, I know. I also don't know what's happening with the buffering. Let me look at that. Okay, yeah, I never go Canada, so that's unfortunate. Okay, I really need this image to load because I really want to know if I'm looking at Kazakhstan or Senegal. I think I am looking at Kazakhstan, right? You know that usual Kazakhstan Senegal 50-50 and that we will all have soon. Well, that's a very small lake, so I don't think. Although that's a dam, maybe? Or is it just a road? What is this pole? Okay, click. Maybe click capital? I don't know. There are a lot of lakes there. Nope. People already know the lake in Kazakhstan. It's been less than a week. Well, no, it's been 1 week. What am I looking at? Bolivia or... I guess it is Bolivia. What would even be considered a lake? I mean, would that even be mapped? And is that even a lake? Because that looks like a puddle to me, to be completely honest, and not... Is that not... Oh, okay. That's somehow not Bolivia. That's very tragic looking for Argentina. I don't know what to do about the camera. Okay, map maker. Sure. Yeah, the lake is less and less great with every panel. My internet is also less and less great with every panel. This is Philippines, I believe, even without all the pixels. You know, who needs all the pixels to look at location? I might be thinking of the wrong area, but I kind of want to go like this. I don't know, region guessing Philippines is not my area of expertise. Yeah, okay, that was south, like probably should have clicked middle, tough. Oh, well, that's definitely not a lake. Oh, wait, where am I? That's Gen 2, what? I'm so confused. I need a second. What has Gen 2 that looks like that? Is that Gen 2 Czechia? Surely not. That looks like Italian sign of... Nothing else looks Italian. Unless it looks like more like Belgium or something. I don't know where to go. Help. It was Czechia. Oh, for Christ's sake. Ah! Okay, my monitor almost fell. Okay, don't do that, please. Okay, well. Yes, so that wasn't the best performance ever. And now we're moving on to the moving map that I played off camera before recording this. So here we started in Ecuador. I was pretty sure that I didn't fully read the sign. I was like, I think it says something Ecuador, and I was like, wait, maybe there's a city too. Like maybe it's where there's a city. So I actually stopped and read the sign fully, and I actually was like, maybe it's a big city that I've never heard of. I was like, if it doesn't show up immediately, there is no point scanning for it. The entire round I should move, and maybe it's not a city, maybe it's just an airport name, so maybe I'm wasting my time looking for something that doesn't exist. So I began moving, nothing helpful was there, so continued down the road. as always, like not the greatest movement ever, but better than my usual movement. I don't know, for some reason the move began working so bad and like in the camera also lags. But yeah, here I found a sign to Ambato and Pilaro, and Ambato I did heard of. I honestly forgot it's like in the middle. I zoomed out for to see it. I was like, okay, Ambato. I did look for the other city and I didn't see it, but um apparently Ambato was like southwest. But I'm looking for it a little more west. It took me a couple minutes to see Pilaro. I was hoping it will say the city somewhere on the sign, but it didn't, so I'm just scanning for anything that looks remotely like an airport. Um, yeah, nothing really jumps out at me, and that I zoomed in into Pilaro. I finally see that. It took me forever. I was like, if I'm between those two, maybe I should zoom in into those, and I do zoom in right into the airport. Couldn't really uh, remember like where I started, so uh, went back to start. Pinpoint was a turn, so I clicked a little bit of road to line up better, and I did see the runway like right next to us, so I realized we were there. Just like final confirming to not troll because I've done that before. Yeah, and I sent with a couple seconds left and I got the 5 key. So I actually did not start moving with a skill issue, which is new for me. um, yeah, here we had some shark spotters. Sign was in English, and like I saw that we're driving left and have blue car with antenna, so we're in South Africa. I did like with that hill that we have south assume that we're gonna be in Cape Town. And to be honest, I probably should have not moved and just line up and begin scanning for shark spotter's place because I was pretty sure I'm gonna be in Cape Town. Like where else would I be? Was that? But I wanted some confirmation and some road numbers or something like street names. So I kept moving. There was a street name here, West Array Road, which I was kind of hoping it would be Yellow Road and it would just have some sort of number, but yeah. I have stopped. I began looking at that and like there, like the road, like this is road names for the roads. Like that road there was just main road. This is main road. Like yeah, but even now, like there is like 7 centimeters of coverage that line up with that angle, so I don't know why I decided to keep moving and finding info when it's like not the most popular angle. Yeah, another street. This was all hill rise, and I think it's like perpendicular to the road, so maybe it's like the path that goes down to the coast was called hill rise. Um, yeah, I moved here in that direction too. Like maybe there would be like some bigger signs, but it's clearly just Cape Town because we have the big city for both. I also was thinking that I'm much closer to the coast that I actually was. Because like I'm looking at that stretch of road and I did not realize that there is a big, well not big, but like some chunk of land between me and the coast. Yeah, this is the moment like the panic settles in, and I was like, what if it's not Cape Town? But I realized that, yeah, like I was not clicked anywhere. Um, so yeah, here's the Boyers Drive and the names they had. And yeah, the last second trying to line up in some other places were not the good idea. And then I looked at the time and I was like, I have 6 seconds, I need to click at Cape Town. Yeah, this was UK, and usually UK is quite good for moving. Like they have a lot of signs and um, road names, like road numbers are pretty findable. I was trying to read like everything. I don't think it helped me in the end. I probably should have just kept moving until I found some road numbers. I thought this would have road numbers, but it didn't. Like I don't know what those things are, to be completely honest. That one I don't think also. This said city center and then Oxford Brookes University. I assumed Oxford University would be in Oxford, like that's the logical thing to assume, but to be honest, I wasn't completely sure. Like what if it's just not an Oxford, you know? Um that's a popular name, so yeah, that road began looking less and less promising, so I reset to the start and I kept moving to the south, and I reached a dead end, so that wasn't lovely and waste of 30 seconds. Yeah, so I went back to the main road and began moving the other direction. Um, which again, I probably at this point should have just find myself some street names that um, I can scan for. I had one street names that I tried to keep in mind, but I already don't remember what that was. Yeah, that one also didn't have a city name. I guess the area code would be helpful, but I don't remember area code for Oxford. I learned like 10 of them and I already forgot everything. So yeah, that's the helpful sign, and I wish I found it at least a minute ago. But yeah, the road names matched with Oxford. Um, I don't know. I was looking for some street, but I was like, I don't even remember what direction the road goes at spawn. So I went back and lined up, and kinda. I remember that it ends like that. There's dead end. I think the dead end is to the south, so where I clicked doesn't make sense. But yeah, um, should have should have scanned before, scanned earlier. This said .pt, so I was like, oh, I don't know. But thankfully there was coast to the south, and that Situbal. I was like, let's look at it at the south coast somewhere. Apparently, it's a huge city that I've never heard about before. Um, yeah, I just kind of decided to line up and scan for PUI. PUI was a bit confusing because, like, here it lined up the best, but I just didn't see anything. So I was like, okay, let's find the street name, and didn't find the street name. This pointed to the park, and the park is to that direction. So I was like, it's somewhere there. But I again didn't see that POI. I also couldn't understand like what kind of POI that would be. Like, is it a restaurant? Is it like a generic? Mm, like what type of POI that is? I was kind of thinking something said something publico, so I was like, maybe that's a bathroom, like, uh, and they have something else that's not a PI, like they only put PI for the bathroom, maybe. I don't know. I was really confused, and I wanted the street name, and I couldn't. Yeah, that's also not a street name. Yeah, so I moved that direction. I think I tried scanning for that POI, but I don't think I saw that. No, I did not. Yeah, so I was confused and kind of lost. Um, yeah, I don't even know like what to comment on that. Like I just couldn't understand like what the POI would be. What do I line up with? Here, like at the last second, I saw that the road I'm on doesn't really line up, and it lines up better, like a bit more east. So that's why I clicked. Somehow I got the range of the 5K. I don't. Mm, that was a bit lucky, but yeah, kinda Pepe lost. So I don't think I read anything on that side. I zoomed in on it. I was like, yeah. At this point, I was confused because I started thinking that that's Brazil, but then I saw like a short plate, so probably Mexico. So yeah, I spent some time being confused. I saw area code. I was like, I forgot my area code in Mexico, but thankfully it did say Guerrero, and here it said Guerrero too. So I was like, where's Guerrero? There. Like okay. I kept moving south, so like maybe there would be coast, like that would be ideal, so I can at least narrow it down from Guerrero. And it kind of looked like there would be a coast, so I was like, okay, my lucky day. And somewhere on, I know I got back. Oh yeah, I got back to the street sign. It actually says Acapulco on the street sign. I was like, yeah, actually my lucky day. Um, I think yeah, I went back to Spawn to look at street signs close to Spawn so I can scan for actual streets and not the fake street that I'm on. It was Cordoba and Ninos Heroes. And Ninos Heroes was the lone one that I saw actually more south too. It was there, so just kinda had to find Cordoba, which for once in a century I actually found pretty quickly. And yeah, we're like not at the intersection, we're like more north. And there's another turn, and actually has a readable Ori Orizaba, yeah. So we're like in between those. So that was the 5K. And yeah, so that's like one of my best moving was 3 5Ks. And yeah, I only dropped points on 2 rounds, which was unfortunate because I think those were very findable. I just kind of skill shoot a little bit, but what you gonna do? This is the second moving map, the regional one that is called We Accidentally Made Second Great Lake Map, and I honestly thought it's gonna be actually the second Great Lakes map because like maybe they had some leftover locations from the first map that they did. So I spawned. I was like, why am I in Uganda? Like, did I open the wrong seed? Like, what am I playing? But yeah, apparently this is just the Great Lakes of Africa. Um, Yeah. Uh, Uganda and and me, we're not the best of friends because I don't think I have a single 5K in Uganda ever. Um, that said, some sort of neighborhood, I already forgot. Oh no, street industrial area. Yeah, and it's an industrial area on the sign before, I think, or the sign after. Yeah, like everything says industrial area. So I was hoping industrial area would be like big and mobbed. Probably I should have be a little bit more zoomed in. And I was keeping in mind that we kind of have to be close to the lake. Um, I was trying to kind of get closer to it in coverage to understand like what side, like what direction the lake is, but I don't think I ever actually reached the lake. Yeah, I began moving north, like maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's Uganda. I never try to 5K it. It's just like, you get Uganda, you click middle, and you continue. And yeah, Malaysia furniture. We might be in Malaysia. Yeah, I do see port at some point. I was like, maybe like because there's a lot of like shipment and like maybe industrial areas close to the port. I don't know why it would be, but like that this is where I would put industrial area. Like that makes sense in my mind. Yeah, so in a couple seconds I will see the port, and I was like, well, port maybe, yes, click somewhere there. I don't know. So that was a good switch from where I was, but yeah, industrial area, didn't see it, wasn't zoomed in enough into the map, and obviously didn't know that existed. So not a great start for this map. We have another Rwanda. This is gives me flashbacks to the Cactus League, where we had just had Rwanda last week too. This is more Rwanda that I've seen in the past week than ever before Rwanda was released, to be honest. We had reached a sign with not a single word that I ever heard before, so that was a little bit tough. So I checkpointed this intersection and I went south to find something more eligible. Now that I know that there are good road signs and road numbers, I was hoping I will get those, but it looked very urban, so my hopes were low. I have no idea what this sign says. It's like airport street or something, like arrow. I don't. That sign looked very big from behind, but ended up being really useless. Here was another sign with not a single word that I recognized before, but this was no, that also wasn't helpful. Yeah, so I went back to checkpoint and I went north, and this was a sign that said Rubavu, and Rubavu is something that I heard before from Cactus League. I forgot where it is. I remember it's west border, which obviously makes sense because it's a lakes map. Yeah, but Rubavu is there. I really dislike how cities are mapped in Rwanda. So that looked like a big road to me, at least. Like, I'm on a yellow road and I went there from a white road. So this was my understanding how that would work. Also, pinpoint is a turn. Yay. But yeah, so I tried like going to spawn and go in that direction to understand how that works, and I got to what I thought was a yellow road pretty quickly. And um, yeah, the yellow road in my understanding was like northwest, northeast. So I am trying to line something up with that, but I wasn't on the yellow road. I was on the white road. So that's unfortunate, and unfortunate that I switched so far away from where Babu is. Here we had Kenya. It took me a couple seconds to see yellow plates and understand that Kenya also now has blurred car, because for the first few seconds I thought it's Panama, and I was like, I don't think it can be Panama. Like, we zoomed in on Africa when you open the map, so it's probably just Africa. Yeah, this was like some hippo point, boat ride. I needed more here because Kenya again is not that easy, even when you know it's lake. And it didn't look that findable. Yeah, I turned to look at the car, but like, yeah, that was, I don't know. I for some reason stopped to make a region guess. Mm, yeah, here it did say Dunga Beach, and it says county of Kisumi, and I was like, okay, I know where that is. And there is not actually not that many beaches, and I immediately see Dunga Beach PY, like the green one, and I was like, okay, we're like somewhere there. So this, oh, actually, I do see Hippo Point now, but I was so focused on like Dunga Beach to the south of it, so like I didn't see that. Yeah, I thought we're gonna be like somewhat in this vicinity. Um, and not more north. Whoopsie. Yeah, I tried to like retracing my steps to figure out like how far away I've gone to get to the bigger road. Somehow now that's a dead end, even though I just went here a minute ago and it was fine. So I actually was like, maybe I didn't went this direction, maybe I went the other direction. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I went this direction. But yeah, so there's like one frame of missing coverage that you have to skip. Yeah. So I tried lining that up and didn't look correct with the angle. I was like, okay, like maybe we're there, but I don't think I made it that far from the spawn, and like nothing. Yeah, I began looking my north, but I ran out of time. Like, Hippo Point was big, but what the heck? Like, the Dunga Beach is so much more south. I was so laser focused on that and not on the like actual PI I was searching for. We had another Rwanda because I don't know, people love Rwanda apparently now. um yeah, there was something I forgot what that was written, but something was written. I was hoping to maybe see a place, but yeah, I began moving to find some helpful cities again that are findable. I was surprised to get another Rwanda. I was like, surely we don't get another Rwanda. Um, and this one, yeah, like it's a small country. this was so this said Kibuya and Karangi, and I was like, okay, isn't Karangi the fucking city that I scanned for in Cactus League just like less than a week ago? Like 6 days ago, and I was like, I remember that I didn't find it, but but I remember it was big and should have been findable. So here was me, like I even forgot. I was like, maybe it's the other lake, like not the West Lake. It's just like some other lake. But eventually, I did decide to scan around the lake. Um, yeah, because it's weird to put to around. I was like, maybe it's like some other lake. Uh, because I completely forgot where that was, even though yeah, but Karongi is like Karongi refugee camp, and what's the other one we had? Kibuya is my is more north, so I knew we were between the two. The lake we had at spawn looked like a puddle more than a lake, so I was doubting this was Kivu Breeze. Um, the PY, yeah, like I was confused because like that doesn't look like a big lake. That looks like a puddle of something that might not even be mapped. And all I knew is that I'm between Karongi and yeah, like there's no off-road where I clicked, but nothing really makes that much sense. Um, yeah, like it looks like a river to be honest, not a lake. But we were downtown Kibuye. It looks weird. I don't know. Like if I didn't know it was a lake map, I wouldn't think that it's the lake. I would assume that it's some river. Here was I was having a really big skill issue because I began moving. I like that's like the car blower is weird. I'm reading everything here because the car looks like Nigeria, like the follow car from like it looks like it's following us. I was like, are we in Nigeria? It doesn't. It looks so weird for Nigeria. Like where that would be? Like I don't know if I've seen that. But also like it's not Uganda car blower. It's not like where's the snorkel? Where's everything? I was like maybe it's some national park in Kenya or Uganda, but that for some reason has no car. I haven't seen that car. Like I didn't never learn Gen 3 in either Kenya or Senegal or because like they already have Gen 4. So I actually like I opened the map and I was like, oh wait. Like that's the area like when the map opens, like that's the area where you are. And Nigeria is not in it. Like not even a little bit. So here the panic begins. So like I'm reading every sign because I have no clue where I am. They said Namibia house. I was like, I had to like get back and look at like bottom right of the screen to make sure that it's official. I'm like, that looked official. Like, yeah. I think yeah. Here it says Lake Turkana, and below that it actually says like the country and the city. But I was like, I saw lake something, and I was just like, okay, let's check all the lakes that I can find in all the countries that I can think of. Um, and yeah, I couldn't find it because Like, I'm not even like region guess, like I'm like a panics check for every lake ever. And now I was like, maybe there is an address. And it actually says Kenya, and it says Luar, uh Lodwar. And I was like, okay, if it's Kenya, like maybe it's north, and it said Kalokol somewhere. So yeah, I kind of just clicked Kalokol. I didn't have time to pinpoint, obviously. So 0.5 case on this map, which is gonna probably put me like in the last place because of round scoring. But honestly, it could have been much worse. Considering how everything else went, and yeah, the standings are now hidden because it's the last week. Oh, you can't see that because I didn't close the thingy. Yeah, the standings are now hidden because it's the last week, so I actually again don't know how I did, but I think I did better at moving than I did at no moving this week, which is weird, but it happens. So yeah, I don't know if the league gonna be back and when it will be back and how much of the break they will take. I think I will upload Cactus in the meantime, but I really enjoy this league. This is probably my favorite league that I played, like even moving. I like all the maps. Mappers did amazing job at picking locations, even though like, even when I complain because it's a skill issue, and I'm fully aware it's a skill issue on my part, not on their part. Like mappers are really really good for this league, and I really enjoy playing this. So if it will be back, I will be excited to participate in season 3. And for now, I thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye!